Our next, well, actually, before I say that, do you guys like this logo? Yeah? How much do you like this logo? Tell me. That much! Yes! Okay, well, the next person coming up is the person who designed this logo. It's our head of design. She put all the letters in Tinder, and she puts a smile on all your faces. It's Sarah Gordon!
Hey. So, I was like racking my brain trying to think of what I could talk about at this show. And then it occurred to me that I've never done stand-up about my first ever date. So I thought we could just kind of hang out and I'd tell you that story like we're at a sleepover. I will also, remove any identifying information that I can because he goes here or he went here. But he must know it was weird, right? Like he has to know. I'm sure he's normal now. So I was 18. It was my second month of college ever. And I downloaded Tinder. And within 12 hours, I had a message. Yay, attention. So our actual first date was pretty unmemorable. It was just a restaurant. But the second date, he wanted to watch TV together. Yikes. So he came to my dorm. And then the first thing that happened was in this very, I watched a YouTube video about this voice. He goes, "I like your black bracelet. Where did you get it?" And it was just a hair elastic that was on my wrist. So I was like, I don't know. The boy, does anyone buy hair elastics? I feel like they just find me. But anyway, then I found out that this guy's favorite TV show was My 600-Pound Life, which I thought was really weird and bad for my body issues. And I don't really have a joke about that, I just thought it was really weird. So we ended up watching 90 Day Fiancé, which is really romantic. I love watching some girl from rural Brazil be exploited by an incel who thinks that she's speaking Spanish. But he wanted to cuddle. So I'm sitting on my twin XL bed, and I'm like, and he's like, so that's great. And then 90 Day Fiancé is still on my laptop, and he goes, "Have you ever kissed anyone?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Do you want to try?" And I'm like, "Okay." So that was unpleasant. So then, after 90 Day Fiancé is over, it's now been an hour and a half, and he goes, "Do you like grapes?" And I'm like, maybe this is turning around for me. Free grapes? I love grapes. I'm like the duck from the Duck song. I love grapes so much. So I'm like, yeah, I love grapes. And then he pulls out this plastic baggie from his sweatpant pocket that's full of warm, squishy grapes. I don't know if you've ever had a warm, squishy grape, but it's like a human rights violation. The UN agrees that you cannot give warm, squishy grapes to a war prisoner. But I already said I like grapes, so I had to eat that warm, squishy grape and put it in my mouth and eat it. And I realized that sounds like an innuendo, and it wasn't. It was really just a terrible grape. So at this point, I really want this date to be over. I mean, why were they in his pocket? I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about this. I felt like he was like a bird, doing a mating ritual where he gathers seeds and brings them to me. I really wanted this date to be over. So I was like, oh, well, I have a lot of homework. And then he goes, "I brought my laptop. Let's do homework together." Oh no. So he takes out his laptop, and then he's like, "You're an English major, right?" And unfortunately, I am. So he was like, "Can you edit my paper?" So now I'm doing free labor on this date that I don't want to be on. And so I read his paper. It's stupid. It's really bad. And I guess there's really only two explanations for this. Either one, he thought it was really good and that it would impress me because I was an English major, or he just genuinely wanted to exploit my labor. And I mean, you can put me on TLC because I did it. I edited the paper. And I again tried to subtly get him to leave. And this time he suggested that we play Mario Kart on my Switch. Great, I can do that. So we play around in Mario Kart and I beat him. And then I guess he's trying to like tease me because he goes, beginner's luck. Beginner's luck? Okay, you can force me to watch bad reality shows. You can give me squishy warm grapes. You can even coerce me into tutoring. But I've been playing Mario Kart since the Bush administration, okay? There is no beginner's luck. There is only pure, raw talent and skill. And also, it was my fucking Switch. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry. So after we played Mario Kart, and I beat him every time, I walked him downstairs. I finally got him to leave by saying that my roommates wanted to have dinner. I walked him downstairs, and he said, maybe we could do this every week. And I said, maybe. And then I went upstairs, and I called my mother, and I came out to her as a lesbian. My name is Sarah Gordon, thank you.